Pika, Pika!
We will come to your earth and steal all your silverware.
Implore. I'm gonna implore you guys.
In a world where two ordinary gamers team up to fight the forces of boredom, this is their podcast, and this is their story.
Hey everyone, I'm Kaz.
And this is Gene Simmons from Kiss.
And this is Two Guys in a Game.
What's exciting about this, Kaz, is the fact that you've had me here. And again, this is Gene Simmons from Kiss. And we're doing something that has never been done before in the history of rock and roll. Would you like to know what that is?
Sure.
The entire discography of Two Guys in a Game is now available on Kiss Online. That's kissonline.com. And it is $437. It's really phenomenal. And again, this is Gene Simmons.
Where's TJ?
From Kiss.
Where,
I killed him.
Why would you? Okay.
He's a very striking man, and he's very powerful.
Wait, what?
Oh, here he comes right over here. Yes, Mr. Hodder. Hey, Gene, how you doing? Very good.
Okay,
Just
TJ,
kidding.
why is he here?
That was weird. That was my horrible Gene Simmons impersonation. So anyway, hey, I'm Hodder, and welcome to Two Guys in a Game. I ruined the intro. I apologize.
I'm still traumatized from all of that.
I didn't tell him I was going to do that because sometimes you got to just fly off the handle and go crazy.
That was not one of those times.
No, that was just completely unacceptable, and I can assure you all that we will never hear my horrible Gene Simmons impersonation on this podcast again today. Not that it won't happen again.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, I don't think we can assure these people of anything.
No,
ever.
at this point.
The spontaneity, spontaneity, big words.
We don't do big words here on Two Guys in a Game.
Yeah.
We're two very striking and intelligent individuals, but big words are not our forte.
Yeah, it's because of the intelligence levels.
It's because we're so smart
that our brains are rapid firing things.
Yes.
You know, sometimes it doesn't make sense. Like I could say mango pineapple right now, and then I could be on to monkeys, and now I'm just thinking about mangoes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And this is just what you get when you tune into Two Guys in a Game.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, what the hell is going on? I thought this was a gaming podcast. You thought wrong.
Yeah, this is so not a gaming podcast. We talk about video games for maybe 5 minutes out of the whole hour.
The rest of it's horrible Gene Simmons impersonations and talking about mangoes.
And podcasts.
And podcasts. Podcast. Anyway, so welcome to the third official episode of Two Guys in a Game. Thank you guys so very much for tuning in. We hope that you are doing well, and we hope that you enjoyed the last two episodes of Two Guys in a Game because they were very fun, especially last week, in which we discussed Pokemon Ultra Moon and Kaz. It was kind of, I don't want to say it was your podcast, because obviously we are co-hosts of this wonderful podcast, but you really killed it last week. I just want to say that on air because you really killed it, man. So,
yeah,
you know.
Sometimes killed it doesn't mean you did good.
It's a good thing.
Oh, okay.
The amount of people I had, and thank you for those individuals who hit me up saying like, yo, man, like that was really good.
Yeah.
So yeah, you killed it. This is good.
This is
a good
good
thing.
It's a good thing. So where's my check?
So I'm going to hand this back over to Gene Simmons. Just kidding. I wish I could do a good Gene Simmons because right now I just chime in and try and like sell you a shitty product or something. So anyway, what's new and exciting, man?
I got a puppy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So how's that going?
I don't like him. No, I'm just kidding. He's cute.
Right away.
He's a bugger. He's a bugger.
What kind of dog is he?
He's Candy Corso. That's the name.
That's a mastiff.
It's
It's in the mastiff family.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be a big dog.
He's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
He's gonna be bigger than you.
Sam loves mastiffs.
He's gonna tackle you to the ground and kill you.
Oh crap.
Yeah, he's.
Oh jeez, Rick.
Oh yeah, and I beat Ultra Moon finally.
Yes.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler
In
alerts
effect.
are currently in effect. So how was Ultra Moon overall?
Wonderful. It was great. Like I honestly don't even want to say anything just because like I don't want to lose viewers because I know lots of people haven't played it. But if you have not gotten Ultra Moon yet or you are still playing Ultra Moon, it is it's the refined version of Sun and Moon and it's perfect. It's They amped it up. They made it more interesting. I feel like there's more to do in this one. The post game is like, oh, it's so good. Like they just wow you with the post game.
Nice.
And that's well, I didn't even know what was going on. I'm just kind of like I'm just playing, and all of a sudden it's like the next day, and then all of a sudden all this drama happens, and you're just like, I just saved the world. Oh, come on! Now I got to go do it again. And you go back, and you just get this. It's great.
You have to save the world again.
Yeah, but I really want to. Oh, I think okay. It might not be general knowledge. I know I got an email about it from Nintendo because they hate me, and so it spoiled it for me beforehand.
Okay, so again, spoiler alerts for Ultraman.
So if you want, I'll make this brief. Just skip the next 20 seconds. Okay, I'm giving you. I'll start at 3, 2, 1. Skip now. And all right, so if once you beat the game, you get to fight all of the bosses from the past teams of all the games. They are all in a castle, and you have to go fight them. And Team Rocket is leading all of them, and it's intense.
That is pretty intense, and that was a 20 seconds, like pretty much on the dot.
Yeah,
so good job.
So yeah, okay.
So yeah, welcome
that's
back. So other than that, what else? You played anything else this week since we last talked?
I played Minecraft this morning.
Yeah, how was that?
I don't know. You know how Minecraft is.
You
go
build some
on.
shit.
Well, no, it's like different now. Like they've changed it. Like me and my brother spawned a world, and we turn around, and there's like this mansion behind us, and so I'm like, oh, cool. So I go into the mansion, and I'm like, all right, let's sing the Luigi's Mansion theme song the whole time we're in here because it's filled with like enemies and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So I'm just like, hey, 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 nah, nah, nah. And then all of a sudden this like guy comes out with an axe, and he's just like, sorry, they sound like snooty French people. That's right, because my brother kept going, because every time they speak, it sounds like they're saying croissant, croissant, right? So they come out, and all of a sudden I'm like, what? And I'm running away from this guy, and me and my brother are like, we're taking this mansion, it's ours. We don't want to build our own house. But you can't clear it out. Like they just keep spawning and spawning. And but I'm living in the mansion. Yeah. I won the mansion, man. So.
You just killing them as they come.
Yeah. I just like living in a room there. You know?
That's what you got to do, though. Like if you want a house, you got to take it by force.
Yeah. I don't care if I'm living in a haunted mansion. It's awesome. Yeah, wake up in the morning, go get some coffee, turn around, kill a couple zombies, whatever.
It's all good.
Yeah. So that's what I've been doing. What about you?
So I have actually 2 interesting points to make. Number one, I have still been playing Alien Chronicles: The First Mage.
I knew you were going to say that.
Absolutely.
Anyways, I just couldn't remember the name of the game
yes.
fast enough to say it before you did.
Because I touched on that last episode, but like for like a few seconds.
How many times have you fallen through the map this time?
None actually. There's been no game breaking glitches. Breaking glitches.
Brain breaking smitches.
Yeah, I don't know what I just said. Sorry about that, folks. There was one crash in which I had to reset the game.
Okay.
But that was with 30 hours of gameplay. So that's not bad at all. I'm like maybe halfway through the game now at 30 hours.
Nice.
So a very good investment. It's an amazing game. I still think one day I would love to do a full kind of not review of it, but like we just talk about it and the plot points and everything because it's really interesting.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Perhaps one day.
Yeah, you know. Yeah.
Very good. Quite. And then on top of that, excuse me, I am also busted out a couple old Game Boy Advance games
on your
phone because I have a emulator.
So he's cheating.
I totally purchased the games.
You hear that,
legally.
Nintendo? He's cheating. Nintendo, give us free stuff.
Free stuff, please, Nintendo. I'm a big fan of Fire Emblem. And so that was the first one I had to download. I love me some Fire Emblem. I've been playing the crap out of it for the last.
I have that on my 3DS.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Really?
man.
Like the original one?
The original?
Well, the original one for Game Boy Advance.
Oh, like Game Boy Advance? Yeah. I do have that one. Because I was sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
That's okay.
It's something in my head. So when the 3DS first came out, they were way overpriced, the original ones.
Absolutely.
And so I went out and bought one though because Ocarina of Time was coming out, and I had to have it. I was like, I'm getting Ocarina of Time 3D. Like, this is like I have to play it. So like I traded in my old DS, like I sold that, got a couple more like monies. That's I don't know where I was going with that. Got some more money, went out and I bought it, and I got the Aqua Blue one because that's like I had my heart set. There was Jet Black and Aqua Blue, and I was like, no, Aqua Blue is going to be rare one day, and I want it. So I go in and got that one, and then anyways, a month later, they came out and they were like, we're adjusting the price, and we're knocking it down to like $130 or something, and so everyone got it like in an outrage, like who paid the $250 for it, and I paid the $250, but I was like, I don't care. I'm still like, I love this console. It's already amazing. And then they released something called the Ambassador Program. So if you paid for the 3DS full price, They were going to release 20 classic games, 10 of them NES and 10 of them GBA for free. You would get them, but only you would get them for free.
That's pretty sweet. I didn't know that.
They weren't going to release them to the public for like another 6 months afterwards to buy. So they brought out the NES ones, and I was literally like, the second they did it, I was like, this is the best. I beat Legend of Zelda Classic for the first time in my life, like NES Zelda. And I actually beat Super Mario Bros. Classic for the first time. And then, and it came with it came with Fire Emblem, Metroid Prime Fusion, Minish Cap, well. Legend of Zelda Minish Cap, all just great ones like for that.
Those are some I'm going to be getting for sure.
Yeah.
What's cool about playing Fire Emblem this time around is last time I played it, I was so much younger. Mm-hmm. There's little things I'm appreciating more.
Oh, yeah.
Like the actual strategy behind the game is amazing. It's such a good game, man.
It's so good.
And like all the little characters, like Raven, some of my favorite characters. And Oswin, when you make him a general, he's the eater of worlds. So it's been good though, but that's what I've been rocking this week.
Get you some Ruby and Sapphire on there, baby.
What's funny is I've already first I pulled up Silver. I was going to play through that because I haven't played through Silver in a long time, and I love Silver.
Yeah,
but then I'm probably going to get me some Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah,
because are they the same generation, Ruby and Sapphire and Silver? No, I didn't think they were. That's a stupid question.
It's Gen 3 and Gen 2.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
But on the topic of Pokemon, I actually have a fan question that I want to ask you from a listener who was very curious about this and wanted your expertise.
Okay.
That's right, your expertise. So his name's Corey. He wanted me to ask you, I guess he was reading something about they're thinking about doing regional specific Pokemon. And what I mean by that is like Canada will have its own Pokemon in the game released in Canada. The States will have its own Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
I guess he was reading something about that, and he wanted your take on that. What do you think of that? If say the Canadian Pokemon is Doublemon or something or whatever.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like if they did that, I don't really know. I think I'd probably just move to Hawaii because Hawaii is going to have all the cool Pokemon because they already do in the games in Alola, which is Hawaii. So I just go down there.
That's what you need to do.
Or, the States isn't going to have any cool things. It's just going to have Burgermon. It's just going to have French Fry Mon, Milkshake Mon. Well, okay, they're not Digimon, so I shouldn't.
Yeah, no, that was my mistake. I kept calling them Mon.
I was going off there, but yeah, no, you'd have like extra large Fry, and it'd just be this Fry with legs and arms running around, and it just would be creepy. And you'd have Trump. Well, they could have Trump Weasel.
They could have Trump Weasel. That'd be funny. They just make it a big joke.
Oh man, we could have like all the the ice types up here. Just like,
See, that's a good idea, though.
Yeah.
He came, and I don't know if something he came up with or like he was reading it or what the deal was. I didn't really get a story behind it, but he was just like, ask him. I'm really curious. So if you're listening, Corey, there's your answer.
Yeah, that'd be cool if they actually did a game like that. But I think it would also just, at the same time, it'd be kind of complicated because the whole point of Pokemon is so you can catch them all. And if they made region specifics, you wouldn't be able to catch them all.
They'd be
going
trade
against
them and stuff.
If you could, if you're you had the money to travel, I guess the game would be like great because that's kind of like what Pokemon Go does. They have region specific Pokemon in there. And so if you could travel, it'd be nice if traveling was cheap. But I don't know. That's the only thing I would see a problem with.
Yeah. No, I agree.
People
and I kind
of they wouldn't be on board with it because if you're only catching region specific Pokemon, then
for sure. And I agree. I kind of said to him, that was my opinion on it. I was like, well, I feel like it'd kind of be a little, but he was just like, I just want to, so I just wanted to let people know that if you do ask us a question by hitting us up on any of the social media or an email or whatever, we will answer it on the air because we love fan interaction and that kind of a thing.
We'll answer it in the most negative way possible.
Exactly.
We'll be like, your question was great, but unfortunately, it doesn't meet my standards or higher standards. So denied.
Denied.
But here's
disqualified.
Here's our answer to your question. Why in the would I ever do that ever? And how dare you even ask me that? And why aren't you more ashamed of yourself?
Seriously, though. No, but seriously, if you guys ever have any questions, we would love to hear from you. But I think now it is time to roll into what is the main topic on today's episode of Two Guys in a Game. As we always have a topic.
Yes, or try to.
We try to. Sometimes, it's funny because I feel like we've done more episodes than we have.
Yeah.
Even though this is technically our third full episode and our fourth if you include the pilot, which after this episode, I just think I'm just not going to include as an episode anymore because it's getting old to keep mentioning it.
Yeah.
But we, today, are talking about Fallout New Vegas. And this is kind of going to be our first discussion-based podcast. We've done a top 10. We've done a review. We've done kind of a BSing one. So I think this is really going to be really interesting.
Yeah, it is. Because Fallout New Vegas is really interesting.
Yes. And kind of the question that we are posing, Kaz, my good man, do you think that Fallout New Vegas...
Yes, 100 points. I'd like to take yes for 200, Alex. Okay.
Thank you. I can't do an Alex. What's his name? Trebek?
Alex Trebek, yeah.
Zibernick. Only by saying his name backwards can you send him back to the fourth dimension where he belongs. That was my horrible Adam West, R.I.P. sir.
It's okay. Adam West is hard to do.
Yeah, he is really hard to do. He's one of the best. But the question I'm posing is Fallout 4, in our humble opinion...
Fallout New Vegas.
Fallout New Vegas, excuse me. Yes, Fallout New Vegas podcast. Is it the best in the series? Short answer for you?
Yes.
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 Yes for me as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to explore as to why that is.
All right.
And we're so excited for this.
Okay, but before we say why it's the best game, I have a story, and I've already told TJ this story, and it's just like it pisses me right off because I've never had this happen before in a Fallout game.
He was so excited for this.
I'm usually pretty by the book when I go to Fallout. I always say, I'm going to try doing this differently, and then I'll slip into my old self where I'm just like, get repair up to 100, get speech up to 100.
Same,
just,
yeah.
So I never really veer off the path like you're supposed to, but. So anyways, I was playing through Fallout New Vegas about a month ago, I'll say. And, I did the Honest Hearts add-on. I started that one up because I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm ready to do this. Let's just go. Like, I want to do another add-on. I had done Dead Money originally before, and so then I was going to do Honest Hearts. And I go in and I start it off, and I know how it starts off. You get ambushed by all these tribals.
Spoiler alert.
So I'm like sniping him out, and then all of a sudden I go over to this one tribal, and he's across the bridge, and I'm trying to snipe him out with my anti-material rifle, and I shoot my anti-material rifle, and it's gonna go right into this guy. I could tell, but I didn't realize that the game has programmed the good tribals in the game to go over and knock him out, like in a cutscene formation. So you don't know that this guy's going to come up behind him. So anyways, the bullet goes right past the bad guy and into the good guy. What happens next? He becomes your enemy. And I'm like, okay, maybe if I put my gun away and I try talking to him, he'll just calm down. Nope, he's just clubbing me. I'm just like, what the hell, dude? Get away. I'm like, do you know how many stim packs I have? I could literally stand here all day. You would not be able to kill me. And so... So I end up I'm trying to fix this. I'm like, maybe if I just get away from him, I can fix this, so I sneak away from him. I'm just like, yeah, okay, stealth mode, and get away from him. And then all of a sudden my quest marker changes and it goes, get the map and get out of Zion Valley. I'm like, are you serious right now? You're telling me that this whole friggin' add-on's just over like that? I'm like, that should not even be an option. There should be other pathways. I'm like, yeah, I could have saved beforehand, and that is my fault, and I always do that. But I'm living with it. I killed everyone in Zion Valley. I literally went and hunted every one of them down, and because I was like, I need everything. I went into all the camps, and just everyone's against me basically. So I was a lone ranger, just killing everyone. But yeah, that was just the worst experience of Fallout Vegas. I'm just like, for real right now.
When you do something when you kill someone you don't want to kill.
When you accidentally shoot somebody who's an idiot who got in your way. Because he's just like, I'll help you. I don't need help. Did you just not see me kill those 7 goons back there with my rifle? Do you see my rifle? I could kill you with it. Anyways, that's the only negative point I have about the damn game.
And I think we'll kind of talk off because I have a couple negative points to make, which to me is interesting because it is my favorite one in the series. Mm-hmm. And I should really preface this with saying it is my favorite game in the series. We think it is the best one in the series. But again, this is completely opinion-based.
But it's right.
Yeah, I mean, obviously.
It's just fact. It's
'Cause
not
we're
even
right.
an opinion. If
Absolutely.
you go, like, if you're like, well, Fallout 4 is better, I'm like, well, I'm sorry, but did you see that terrible Far Harbor add-on? No, I'm just joking. I'm just
Those are
joking.
fighting words in
I'm
this
just
house.
Joking. I'm just joking.
Boy, I will cut
Anyways.
your mic.
Oh, don't do that.
No, I'm not going to do that. But something that actually is kind of a negative point for me, which is the only thing I did not like about this game.
Yeah. If
For
you
me,
say that it took place in New Vegas, I'm just
no,
going to be
no,
like,
no, no,
really?
no. I love the location. We'll talk about the location. With me, I could not stand the fact anytime I walked into the Vegas Strip and the game just stopped. Just stopped working for me. And the frame rate issues is what I'm getting at.
Yeah, yeah.
Frame rate issues were so bad in this game, at times it was unplayable.
Yeah,
I had to literally turn it
I have
off.
to restart my console like 3 times every time I'm playing it.
And I discovered the cache clear, which is basically like restarting.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, this kind of makes it better, but it's still not very good. So that is something that...
But all Bethesda games that are like
Yeah.
that are buggy, and you're not playing it because of that aspect. You're playing it for the exploration, and it's worth it. Even if you can play it for 10 minutes and then the game freezes and you have to restart it.
It literally got to that point for me where like I play for 10, 15 minutes and have to restart.
Yeah. I have to let my console cool down for an hour just to play it most of the time because it overheats and then it just
That's
doesn't-
insane. Like that's a crappy point though, but one of the coolest things for me with Fallout New Vegas is overall, because we're going to touch on a whole bunch of different stuff, but excuse me. Overall, for me, the coolest point of this game is the story.
Yeah.
Because compared to Fallout 3, which is an amazing game, it might be one of the best games ever created. But in comparison to Fallout New Vegas, the reason why, one of the number of reasons why I prefer it is because Fallout New Vegas to me feels more like a classic RPG.
Yeah.
You start off, the whole question of the game isn't where's my father or where's my son? Oh, I need to get this chip for the water. Oh, I need to find this guy. It's literally who shot me in the head. And you wake up, you are the courier. You have no family, you have no name, no nothing. Whereas in Fallout 3, you wake up as a child, you have a father, you have a family.
You can pick up a red ball, walk around, just
Exactly.
terrorize your father and be like, I'm going to kill you, Dada.
One day I'm gonna kill you.
I could shoot you in the head when I turn 16.
That was one of my favorite things to do in Fallout 3, by the way, is
Yeah.
when you could shoot your dad. And the one thing that made me laugh is I'll never forget this, because the best thing about it is he was voiced by Liam Neeson. And I love that. Because when you're shooting him, if you shoot him enough times, he turns to you and he goes, son, I brought you into this world.
I can take
I think you know the rest.
Yeah.
That's all he says. And I'm like, but he says it like Liam Neeson. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit. And I stopped shooting him then.
And then you're like, I can kick your ass.
I will literally fight you, Dad. I'll fight you right now as a 16-year-old kid and probably win.
Oh, not this again. You always say you can kick Liam Neeson's ass when you're
I
drunk.
totally kick Liam Neeson's ass.
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
But what's interesting about it is like literally when I started off New Vegas, I didn't know what to expect. I figured it was going to be very close to Fallout 3. And they're, with the story, just having that right off the bat, you walk out into New Vegas and it still has this massive open world feel. But you're your own guy.
Yeah.
You're whoever you are.
Yeah, and you can, and they like included like the factions in that
Yes.
game, and that's like pretty cool. Like you get to decide what faction you want to do.
What faction? How did you usually play through the game? Like when you started out, how did you usually play through the game?
I always did the house always wins quest because I just thought they kind of guide you into that one. And then but I've done all of them. Like on the Xbox, I have all, I think that's one of the games that I have all the achievements. Fallout New Vegas, I had all the achievements on.
I have all them but like one.
Because I played through it on hardcore mode the one time, and
Have fun with that.
and then I did it. Oh yeah, and then all I did was at the pivotal turning point where you have to pick
sides.
sides. I just saved, made a save file, went and did the one quest line, beat it, got the achievement, went back, did the other quest line, beat it, just got all the
See,
achievements.
that's cheating.
Yeah, no,
That's cheating.
it's called achievement hunting actually.
See, I don't agree with that because the way I always play them, I start off, here's my bad guy. He's going to join Caesar's Legion.
But Caesar's
Kaiser's
Legion isn't the
Legion.
bad team. It's NCR that's the bad team.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Dude, that's how it is.
No.
No, it is. Like, Caesar's just like, I just want to dominate the world. It's like, yeah, dude, I can see that. I want to dominate the world too. So I'm going to join your side. But like, then NCRs are like, oh, we're military. We want to just make the world a good place and we want to control the world with our guns. And then House is just like, bitch, please.
I don't care about any of that. I'm sitting here in my time capsule controlling the universe.
With my big ass robots, so come at me, bro. And then there's the robot who wants to take over everything, Yes Man, and he's the best. He's like, hi there, I'm Yes Man. How are you doing today? Have you come up with any of the plans to take over the world yet? And you're just like, dude, who are you? I'm reprogrammed Securitron. Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. But what's interesting is, excuse me, when I started off playing the game, I mean, I was always NCR. I was always a Ranger NCR type. Like, literally, when I found the Ranger armor, I was like,
yeah, I have the Ranger armor, but I'm not part of the NCR. I'm just like, hey, what's up? They're like, hey, you kind of look like an NCR guy. You want to help me out here? And I'm like, no.
Nope, bang.
Bang, dead.
But if you're always a bad guy, because Kaiser's Legion are the bad guys,
Good
let's
guys,
just tell it like it is.
Okay.
We'll agree to disagree on this. It like when I played through with Kaiser's Legion, I made my guy like a melee weapons guy, and
Okay.
he had a shotgun, but he never used it because he didn't need to. So
Yeah.
he would just power fist people to death.
Yeah.
Like, don't you want to? Like, oh, actually, that's not true. I gave him one of those spears, and I just wrecked everyone. So you're saying it just like when you're playing through the game as a bad guy and you're dressing up as the NCR all the time. To me, I'm like, that takes me out of the story. You know?
Why?
Unless you're trying to infiltrate the NCR.
Yeah,
It
you
just
can
takes
just
me out of the
infiltrate.
story.
Well, honestly, in my playthrough right now, I just kill everyone kind of thing. Well, like, I kill who I feel like. Like, if I feel like, you know what, it's time to die now. Like, I let Benny live this time. Like, I went to Caesar's camp, and I'm like, I need this platinum chip, Benny. And then Caesar's like, oh, cool, okay, cool. And then all of a sudden, I look over at Caesar, and I'm just like, have you seen my anti-material rifle around here? And he's like, what? And I'm like, oh, here it is.
Bang.
Bang, shot him, killed everyone in the camp. I had Veronica and friggin' Eddie with me. Veronica just got the power fist that Caesar wears. She just went to town on everybody and just like, see y'all later. And then I went and activated the robots for Mr. House. And I'm just like, we'll see if I want to let you live right now. But, you know. Yeah.
So we both play through this game very differently.
Well, I've played through it a lot. This is just a goof around
Yeah.
kind of thing. Just try something new every time.
Yeah, see, I've done a bunch of different playthroughs because I always play through as my main guy, and then I play through as like my like thief / whatever.
Yeah.
I always play through as my bad guy, and then so on and so forth. Multiple different playthroughs. But something I loved about it, in accordance to the story, I did love the faction because there's a sense of a power struggle for New Vegas.
Yes.
And it's a very relatable thing. To me, New Vegas felt the most real in the sense of it's such a basic story.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But they had all of the graphics out for it because of Fallout 3. They had the baseline for it. So
Yeah.
that's why I always like it when they release those kind of games, because you know it's already not necessarily going to always be better, but it's mostly going to at least focus more on the story. Like, that's why Ultra Moon and Ultra Sun for Pokemon are better than Moon and Sun, because they already had the groundwork laid. All they had to do was go, okay, but now we can put more effort into the other aspects of the game. And so that's basically what Fallout New Vegas was to me, right?
Mm-hmm. It was Fallout 3 with a better story. Mm-hmm. To me, better weapons.
Yeah, definitely.
Better enemies, and one enemy that should have never been designed. And you're smiling because I think you know what I'm talking about.
Because that's where I get my name from.
Yes, this is something that someone asked me the other day. They're like, so this Kaz guy, why is he Kaz? We know why you're hotter. That's obvious. Why is he Kaz? And I'm like, well, you're going to have to tune in the next episode to find out because we're going to talk about it. So why exactly are you Kaz?
Because I had a character I made, and I still have that character, and his name was Cazador Jones on Fallout New Vegas, And I named him that because I was pissed off with Cazadors, so I literally made a Cazador hunter to go hunt down all the Cazadors in the wasteland. And I'm not shitting you. I Googled all the locations where Cazadors were, and I just went and started hunting Cazadors down. I made like 50 anti-venom just so I could just go to town on them, and I literally just walked around with an anti-material rifle, and I was just like...
So is that your favorite gun in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is my favorite gun. I think it's not okay. Maybe it's not my favorite. It's the funnest gun to use in the game because it defies like logic how it works. Because if you shoot somebody with it, they're like in orbit,
disappear.
They're in orbit now. And then when the astronauts go up there in like 50 years, they're gonna be like, "Whoa, look at all these dead bodies. How'd they get here?"
Man, Kaz must have been shooting people with his anti-material rifle.
Yeah, pretty much. So, but yeah, no, it's one of my favorite guns. I like the hunting rifle in this one because of all the modifications you can do. That's another thing.
I
weapon
love
mods.
the hunting rifle.
The hunting rifle is basically like your right hand in that one. And what else do I use mainly for weapons? I just try and use whatever I can. Most of the time, I have like my inventory is just full of guns, and I don't even get to all of them. Like there's the All-American.
That I was gonna say, I think that's might be my favorite gun. That, and I can't remember the name of it, but it's the NCR's gun, the rifle. Oh my god, I'm gonna totally draw a blank on its name right now. But it's the one you get in Honest Hearts. It's the one that the dude you find.
The brush gun.
No, sorry, brush gun. I'm thinking of the brush gun because that's like to me single action rifle.
Yeah,
I love.
Oh,
them.
or the cowboy repeater.
Yes, cowboy repeater.
It depends on what you're. Yeah, okay.
I like my repeaters and my rifles and my magnums. I always have a magnum on hand because you never know when you're gonna.
When things are gonna get a little dicey.
You know that you have that one shot kill no matter what. When a Cazador pops up, you could be like, "Not today!" Bang.
45 auto pistol, or 40. The 45 handgun. When they introduced that in, I was just like, "Okay, this is my jam." So I just use that. I just walk around with that, and I'm just like pretend I'm a cop because I have like the security cop outfit from Dead Money, and so I'm just walking around. And I'm just like walking, and all of a sudden, if I feel like somebody's not doing something, I do what real cops do. I just go freeze, jerk, bag it down on the ground, and the guy's like, "Whoa, man, watch where you're pointing that thing." And I'm like, "I know you stole that lady's purse." My character's racist
against
towards
ghouls
because ghouls are all like, "Hey, what's up?" And you're like, "What did you just say? Get down on the ground." I was just saying hello.
Trying to be nice.
I was just saying hello. I got a lot of radiation poisoning, but that's it. He's opening fire.
He's got a gun.
Oh yeah, and then you get good karma for it. Good karma pops up in the corner. Good karma for killing a ghoul.
It's like, wait, what?
And then now all the other characters are like, what the hell? And then you become hated on the strip for like no reason. You go up and you talk to one person. They're like, "Oh, get away from me! Come, you're hated on the strip. People don't like you anymore because you talk to that one person." But yeah, no. Oh, karma. That's a funny thing.
That karma is always fun, but something I always appreciated about the game, the starting off area, to me,
Good Springs?
yes, Good Springs is so much more intense than where you start off in Fallout 3 because
And Fallout 4.
and Fallout 4, especially Fallout 4, because Fallout 4, I feel like they were holding my hand for like half the game. And then they were like, "Okay, here's a Deathclaw, I guess." Like,
Here's a Mama Deathclaw. She's not taking care of you, though. She's taking care of her kids.
and she's gonna eat your face.
And then you're just like, oh, this would be easy. I used to kill Deathclaws in New Vegas all the time. I just one-shot him with the anti-material rifle. Here you go. I'm just going to use this pipe pistol. And
Nope. Nope. That's going to be a negative, sir. But
actually, I want to touch on, after a little later, I want to touch on something funny about Fallout 4 that when I first saw it, I literally cried laughing. But anyways, I'll get to it later.
like with Fallout New Vegas, like the second you start out, like I said, my guy was, so the second I got a cowboy repeater, I thought I was invincible. So I was like, hey, I haven't gone north of Good Springs yet. Let's go up there. La 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 la.
Even though everyone tells you not to go.
And then literally, I walked into a nest of Cazadors. And yeah, we hate Cazadors here on Two Guys in the Game, folks. Not Cazador Jones, who is my co-host, but we hate Cazadors.
They call him the Cazador Jones. Why do they call him that? I don't know.
I don't know, man, but
He
I seen him
apparently
killing.
kills Cazadors for a living. And how much does that pay? Nothing. Nobody wants them. Nobody wants them dead. Nobody wants them alive, but nobody's paying them.
Nobody's paying him to kill cazadors, but he's doing it anyway.
He's a freedom fighter.
He's a freedom fighter. Cazador Jones, the Cazador killer, freedom fighter of the world. He's not the hero New Vegas needs or wants, but it's the hero they're going to get.
It's the hero he's going to get. He's Cazador Jones. Tune in next week for a new episode. What will it be about? Spoiler, you'll kill some Cazadors.
I smell a sitcom.
I smell a sitcom. No, but yeah. His love interest. Oh, Cazador, do you have to go again? Yes. Those Cazadors need to be dealt with one way or another.
I don't know why I said sitcom, but I'd watch that show.
Yeah, well.
It's a guy
I
walking
know
around
why you
killing
said
cazadors.
sitcom, because it's from
Family Guy.
Yeah, Family Guy.
Yeah.
Ah,
Most of my references are from Family Guy.
yeah.
Okay, guys, so we're going to take a quick second to give a much-needed shout-out to our good friend, Mr. Jason Reese from Jaybird Digital Arts. Whether you guys need t-shirts, logos, business cards, phone manipulation, custom art, anything like that, Jason is your guy.
You've seen our logo. You've seen how awesome it is. Hit him up today by going to www.jaybirddigitalarts.com. That is JAYBIRD digitalarts.com. Go there right now.
Right now, guys, just pause the podcast.
Jaybird Digital Arts.
Digital Arts. Did you ever, when you're playing through the game and you got a good springs and you kill the gang and powder gangers and so forth, you go to the prison, do all your thing. Instead of going to Novak, excuse me, yes. It's heading that way. Did you ever try and go the other way?
What, the Death Claw
on the
way?
highway? Yeah.
Yeah.
And did you survive?
Always. Because I'm a friggin' master of killing Death Claws. Dude, did you
So
know
you were killing
in
the
that...
death claw with like a cowboy repeater?
No, hunting rifle. Yeah. So you go get yourself a hunting rifle. You go and you just buy a bunch of ammo for it, and then you go in there. You just perch yourself up on one of those cranes.
Yeah,
in
I
the
feel you.
quarry,
Yeah, I did the same
and
thing.
you just go pew pew pew, and you kill them. And you just unload all your bullets on them until they're all dead, or enough of them are dead. Then you risk it all. You run to the middle. There's a fat man there, and then if you run to the cave, there's a couple of mini nukes. You just grab those, get back up on top of that crane.
I used to go use wreck shit.
That's my radiation sound.
That's just radiation.
Because you're getting 2 rads per second.
Anyway, I used to go, like the conveyor belt things.
Yeah.
I used to run up at the top of those and stand there.
Yeah.
Because they can climb those, but they can't jump up on the platform. So I used to run
they're
up them.
stupid.
And they'd stand there and try and claw at me, and I'd just stand enough away. Or what I would do is I would lure them to where those powder gangers are. And they would start freaking out and shoot them, and they all
lead
die.
them up to the Great Khans, man.
Yeah. Yes, the
On
Great
top of
Khans.
mountains.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
That's what you do. And then the Great Khans are just dead, and it's like quest failed, quest failed, quest
It's
failed.
like, wait, what? Why am I failing all these quests? Oh, apparently I
New
need the Great
quest,
Khans.
Death Claw, Mr. President. Wait, what? You see a Death Claw in a business suit?
He's running for president of the world. But what to you? What are some differences as far as from Fallout 3 to Fallout New Vegas as to why you prefer it? Aside from obviously we've talked a little bit about the story and just the kind of general senses of the game as far as just we have more fun playing the game because I think there's more you can do. And second you wake up, you're talking to the doc and I feel like there's more. I get lost in Fallout New Vegas more.
Yeah,
whereas
you do.
Fallout 3, I just don't get as lost in it.
Well, you get lost, just not the kind of lost that you want to
Yeah.
get lost. You get lost in where am I? Where in New Vegas, you're like, ooh, this is interesting. It's a town in the middle of nowhere. Hope you guys don't have a faction.
Hope you guys don't have a faction. Have you?
Where are
mine?
your sunset sarsaparilla caps? Give me them all.
Have you met my friend Anti-Material Rifle?
I call him Ammer for short. Yeah. Fallout 3 to me, the only reason why I don't like it as much as New Vegas is because you can't aim down sights. And I'm just going to be completely honest about that.
Yeah.
Because that always ticked me off that you just had to use VATS. And I was just like, really? It takes so much out of the game when you just you're always click, click, click,
click. Oh, I want to hit him in the leg and then in the head once and then the leg again. So, okay, click. Oh, I missed all my shots. Oh, thanks, VATS.
Oh, I'm
I
dead.
might as well have just not even bothered. Like, that for me is just like, like I don't mind using VATS sometimes, like when you know you need VATS because the enemy is just right in front of you and you're just like, okay, that's fine. And I actually appreciate what they did with VATS in Fallout 4, making it still moving, because to me that makes way more sense. Like, you shouldn't have it like freeze time. It should just like give you that tactical advantage on your Pip-Boy where you're like,
you're looking at him coming toward you slowly, swinging a hammer.
And you're like programming something, and then all of a sudden you accidentally open up your Game Boy emulator and Fire Emblem's there, and then you're like, oh crap, oh god, and you're playing Fire Emblem and they're still running slow, and then you're like, shit. And then finally it's just like, okay, you're out of time, and then the gecko's still running you.
You're just like, oh damn it, go away.
That's my main thing. That's my main takeaway from Fallout 3 is I always get like so just like ticked off with the aiming down sights. I'm like, why?
Like, I love the Lincoln's repeater.
Well, that's the only gun you need in that game. Once you get that gun, you literally can just walk around and be like, hi there, have you met my friend Lincoln Repeater? Here, call him Link Reap for short.
Link Reap.
and then it's just like ping, ping. It sounds like you're shooting pennies out of your gun all day. Ping, which coincidentally, Abraham Lincoln's on the American penny. So, ping, ping.
I never realized that till now.
Ping, ping. That's the sound that
that is so exciting.
That is so exciting.
No, but like, I agree with you in the sense of one of our number one reasons. I'd say our number one reason is definitely the story.
Yeah.
But a huge reason is definitely that aiming down the sights, because like, I'm a VATS guy. I really enjoyed VATS.
Yeah.
And I do agree that Fallout 4 has the best VATS system. It's the most realistic. But when I'm trying to snipe someone without an actual scope, with my Cowboys repeater or something, and I know I can hit him, but in VATS I can't. And I can't aim down the sights. It's not as accurate. And that was such a small thing that they added that made such a big difference.
Yeah. Oh yeah. When I first started playing it, and I was just like, I took my pistol out the first time, and I hit the aim down sights button, and I wasn't even thinking, and all of a sudden my character went, and I was just like,
whoa,
what the hell? And then like, I was like, yep, thank you.
Just more immersive right away.
Yeah. And they also added like the perfect amount of guns in that game, which is something that they took out of Fallout 4, or which just like ticked me off.
They added the customization. They extended that, but
was
then they
cool,
took games
but
out.
like it just like really bothered me because like there's some good guns in Fallout 4, but it was just like it wasn't diverse enough for me. I was really ticked off. Like the pipe revolvers just really started getting on my nerves. Like after you get to like halfway through the game, and then you're killing bandits or you're raiders, and then all of a sudden it's just like, ooh, I'm gonna go see what kind of gun he. Oh, of course he had a pipe pistol.
Of course, it's a pipe pistol.
Oh, let's see what this super mutant had. Oh, pipe. Okay, yeah, great, yeah.
Automatic pipe rifle. Like
I
I've
might
never
as well
gotten
just
one
go
of
get
these.
a lead pipe and just hit myself over the head because I know what's gonna happen next.
There's no. Whereas in New Vegas, like you're playing through the game, and excuse me, you're like excited to kill this new enemy. You're like, man. Like I remember when I got my first sniper rifle, I was genuinely excited because they're like, oh, be careful. There's a sniper in this minefield, and I was like, there's a minefield and a sniper in it.
There's a sniper minefield? Where?
What? Like to me, too, the game felt more challenging because you're going through this minefield, and this is a good example. You're going through the minefield, and like you're being sniped at. And I mean, if you play on a difficulty above easy or normal, if he snipes you in the head, you're gonna die.
But he's not gonna snipe me.
Of course, because he sucks.
I have an anti-material rifle.
You had an anti-material rifle that early on?
Dude, I can get an anti-material rifle like that. I am really good at bartering right early on in the game.
See, now, you silver-tongued devil.
Seriously,
I
that's
get
it.
that.
No, I just steal everything right at the beginning of the game. I don't pay for anything.
So you're a steal everything guy?
Yeah, I steal everything. And then
sometimes.
I will literally barter the crap out of things. Like I will just sell anything I get just so I can go get anti-material. Walk up to gun runners. Welcome, sir or madam. How may I be of service to you today? And then I'm like, show me what you've got. And he's like, here is our inventory. And then I just see the anti-material rifle, and I'm like, give me that. And he's like, that will be $8,000. And I'm like, pfft.
No, it's not.
No, you know how you do it? You know how you get the anti-material rifle?
It's an exclusive here.
Okay. So You gotta collect all these snow globes in the game.
Yes.
Right? Because that's your fast track to money. But the first thing you do is make $2,000 so you can go right into the strip. Okay? Walk right into the strip. That's the first thing you gotta do. Skip everything else, just walk right into the strip so you can meet Mr. House and you can sell the snow globes to him. So there's the first snow globe is in Good Springs. You find it in the graveyard of Good Springs. You take that with you. Okay. Next one is in the Mormon Fort in Freeside, which is right before the strip. Go into the Mormon Fort, and there's like a tower. You go in there, and there's one just perfectly sitting there. You just take that one. That's $4,000, and you already have $2,000 to get in the strip, so you're up to $6,000. Okay, great. Then you walk into the strip, and there's a snow globe in Mr. House's tower. There you go. You have 8,000 caps. Go buy yourself an anti-material rifle today.
So literally all you have to do is get the new Vegas strip.
You just need to have 2,000 caps on your person, which is easy enough to get if you just literally collect everything off of everybody you kill and you just sell everything. You barter everything off.
I never had any problem getting caps in the game. It was just in the beginning I found that it was harder. Like things felt more realistic as how it would be if this was real life, if this really happened. If Fallout was a reality in the world, I feel like this is closer to how it would be.
I think I would want a snow globe collection if that was what happened.
Oh, yeah.
I'd just have them all there.
Yo, we could have two guys in a game snow globe.
Yeah.
That'd be good times.
That'd be good.
That'd be a lot of fun.
Would you give me 2,000 caps for it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't really need the
I'll
snow
give you
globe.
like 1,500.
I don't really need the snow globe. I want the caps.
So you can go buy an anti-material rifle.
So I could shoot you and take your snow globe.
Well, what I always loved doing, and when I would do my evil playthrough, I'd go and like sell everything to the Gunrunner's robot, and then I would just like raid Gunrunners, and like he wouldn't do anything. He'd still like sell you stuff.
Be like, "Welcome, sir, madam.
You
just killed my best friend."
Yeah, you're covered in the blood of his employers. You're just like, "Oh, hey, what's going on, robot?" But what pissed me off about that, and I think you touched on this in the pilot episode. When you go in the Gunrunners, it's this basically like fenced fort.
Yeah.
You walk in expecting the mother load, and what do you get?
You get a laser rifle. We've been working on this laser rifle really hard. We're gonna run this gun into the ground. That's not the point, Tony. No, Tony. We're not running the gun into the ground. I already did it with the other guns. What did you do with the other guns, Tony? I threw them into the cement mixer and buried them in the ground. What? Why do you? What about the grenades? I pulled all those pins out and put them in the ground. Are you serious? Where did you put them? All around the facility.
It just blows up.
Tony's just like, I'm so sorry, boss. Yeah, I'm so sorry. We still have the laser rifle though. Oh, but it's needs to be fully repaired. It's not actually operational.
Well, that's the thing is like it was just like, man, like for real.
Like, yeah, you expect to walk in here and like, be a bunch of armed guards and like a factory line with guns coming off of it, and they're just like, but no, instead it's just like, the Meat Plaza theme. It's like boop 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 boop.
Sir, what are you doing in here? You can't be in here. We're not gonna sell you a gun. Oh God, he's got a gun. He's got a gun. He's got a rifle. Bang.
Yeah, it's basically like waiting in an elevator because it's just so boring when you walk in there.
And like none of the people even have good guns.
And the people are all like, "Oh my God, intruder!" And you're just like, "Do do 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 do."
Oh God. No, please, I'm family.
You're just killing them all with your anti-material rifle. It's just
that me theme song that plays in your head.
Yeah. That's literally how it needs to be when you're playing the game. When you're doing anything, actually, that's how your life should be. Just that
the
song
me theme
should
song
be playing, in your head. It should just be. It just calms you right down, eh? It's just. Yeah. So Gunrunners is terrible.
Gunrunners is not good, but we actually disagree on something with this point, and this has basically just been us talking about Fallout New Vegas at this point.
Yeah.
Which is what happens here on Two Guys a Game. Sometimes we start off the podcast with this very specific point we're going to make, and then we just go off entirely because that's just what we do here.
We're still talking about Fallout New
Absolutely.
Vegas.
Blood money.
Blood money.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
The DLC. What's it called?
You got it wrong. I hate correcting you on here because I feel like a dick because I feel like I correct you like 15 times
See what you
an
do because
episode.
I don't know anything. So
so I don't want to be that guy. Like they're gonna be like, oh, Here he comes again with a correction.
Well, actually, they're going to be like, wow, this guy actually knows nothing about video games. I swear to God, I'm a hardcore
or
gamer.
they're going to go the other direction and go, wow, this guy's a dick to Hodder, man. Like, oh.
So
it's called dead
you
money.
You haven't roasted me yet.
It's called dead money.
Dead money, that's it. I was close. Blood money.
Blood money.
Blood money. Whatever. What's blood money? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, you
best
enjoy
add-on in
you
Fallout
think
New
it's the
Vegas.
best one. I think it's the worst one. I hate it.
No.
It's such a pain to do.
It's actually the best add-on. You want to know why? After you do that add-on, you're set for the rest of the game.
I
You never
understand
have
that.
to worry about running out of stim packs. You do not have to ever worry about running out of weapon repair kits, doctor's bags, ammunition for anything. Like you literally just like you get to it breaks the game pretty much. But it's just that vending machine literally is your best friend at the end of the game.
And I appreciate that. But as far as I'm just kind of like, so let me get this straight. This guy's an absolute badass who can kill Deathclaws with his bare hands. Let's just say you're that powerful in the game.
Yeah.
And yet some old man still managed to like trap him.
Yeah,
here.
he drugs him.
Yeah.
Because he hears a distress call on his Pip-Boy. So he goes in and then they drug him and then he puts a bomb collar on him and he goes, okay, if you don't listen to me, I'm going to blow your head off. And then you're like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to listen to you because I don't really have a choice. But if it were me in that situation, I'd just be like, goodbye, Zach's head. You're not making me do any of your shit for you. Plus, in real life, when your collar goes off, you can't just respawn. So I would make a mistake like that. I'd go into like where a speaker is, and it'd be like, beep, beep. Your collar started beeping faster. I'd be like, well, it's been nice knowing you.
And we're here to mourn the loss of Castor Jones.
But yeah.
Who wanted to go near a speaker and his collar blew up. Don't go under power lines. What? Bang.
It's a good add-on because you just get to like the characters in it are fun. I don't feel like you're alone in the add-on where like
Which you're not.
I always like
that.
having like the allies and stuff, and I think that's just like a nice little thing. You got like the Nightkin, the Ghoul,
See, I hate that.
and
I hate traveling with people in Fallout New Vegas.
and
I hate it.
and Christine, who can't talk to you. She's just like making hand movements and crap.
Making hand movements.
And you're just like, what do you want? Do you want another piece of candy? And she's like, and you're like, fine, here's a butterscotch.
Fine. I don't want candy. Okay.
I liked it too because it had its own currency. It had a unique way of like getting things out of the dispenser, like, and it made other items more valuable. Like if you found a carton of cigarettes in Fallout 3, you're like, ugh. If you find a carton of cigarettes in here, you're like, oh yeah, that's like $20 in my pocket. I'm taking that.
I feel like you've kind of convinced me.
And I don't know.
I feel like I started off hating
and then
this
you
DLC.
and then you go through like, you know, you go up to the actual casino, you turn on the power in there, you get to gamble, you get kicked out of that casino when you cheat because
I love gambling in this.
because you just like save before every time, and then you just like, so you always have your caps when you come back from your load, and then you kind of like gamble your maximum amount of caps until finally you're just like, you have like 10,000 chips and they're like, okay, you can't play anymore. And so you're just like, okay, cool, whatever. And then you go into the safe of the Sierra Madre, and then you see gold bars there, and you're like, oh, this is so awesome. I'm going to try and take all these. And then you realize you can't take all of them with you, and so you cry a little. You're like,
but I want all the gold bars.
bars. And it's just like, you can't take them. They weigh 175 each. You can take 2. And that's if you leave with like the bare minimum. Like you have to leave with like nothing at all.
Leave
I always
all your
do
guns
though.
behind?
I always take like 3 gold bars with me out of there.
So you leave all your guns behind?
No, I take the essentials. Like I take everything that's actually important, like stuff I know you're never gonna get in the game or you're never gonna find. But like I don't bring anything like stupid with me. Like I'm not gonna like bring like a bunch of potato crisps and pork and beans and stuff. Like I'm not gonna bring that. I'm not gonna bring like any of that junk with me. But I'll take, you know, gold bars because they're worth like 10,000 caps when you get back to New Vegas. So you sell them. And then you can have 5 anti-material rifles. Ladies and gentlemen, you can have one that's got a silencer on it. You can have one that's got the custom parts that makes it lighter. And then you can just have your basic anti-material rifle.
What did you think in the game about the survival skill and the survival mode? Like having that element of...
I thought it was stupid.
Yeah, because I didn't really
I
like
was
it
like,
either.
why did you put this in the game? Like, nobody's going to do this. Because they're just like, even when you start the game, it's just like, from here on out, do you want to do normal mode, which is recommended, or hard mode, not recommended? And you're like, so why did you make it if you're not going to recommend it?
What pissed me off about it is I did the hardcore mode, right? I call it survival mode, I meant hardcore mode. I did it, and I mean, it was just annoying.
Yeah.
It didn't make the game harder because they're like, oh, everything has weight. And I was like, great. Give me 100 bullets for my brush gun, and I will kill anything in my path. Give me some light
but now
combat
you're
armor.
thirsty. Oh.
And it's like, so you have to carry around.
Now you have to sleep while
Yeah.
you're drinking your water, while you're carrying all this weight. Oh
no.
The sun's really hot. Oh, no.
Oh, jeez.
Now it's too cold.
Oh, it's like, I'm just like, okay, like I get it that they were trying to go for a more realistic thing.
But they ended up making it not realistic at all.
Because it was so like,
Yeah.
I appreciated it, but I was like, man,
Hardcore mode, more like hard snore mode.
Oh.
Do 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 do.
Did it.
But yeah, no.
But no, it's just overall for me, like Fallout New Vegas, the main points for are the story, the fact that's why I love it so much over Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, and Fallout 1 and 2, obviously. But that's we're
Those
talking
aren't
about
even
the
real games. You just made up those two.
Yeah, they never actually happened.
Yeah, Fallout 3 was the first Fallout.
Yeah, but like as far as like the third
Wait, that
person
doesn't make
shooter.
any sense. No, I told you. It's because it skips over World War 3. Okay, it's bigger than both of them. It's World
Peter,
War
we've been
4.
through this. It can't be a World War V, World War 3 and 4. That's the thing about World War 4, Lars. It's so big, it skips over the other two wars. I can do this all day.
Yeah, that's what it is. It is what it is.
Is what it is. God just speaks through you, doesn't he, Kaz?
I believe he does. I believe he does.
But like the guns, obviously, are something we both love. Story is something we both love and prefer.
Yep.
At DLC, I think is way better than Fallout 3.
The Lonesome Road.
Yeah.
Holy, or even Old
Amazing.
World Blues. Old
Yeah.
World Blues is like, here's why everything it is the way it is, and then you go in there and you find out. Yeah, so my one character, and when I was playing through it, and when I actually found this out, I got angry. I was like, I hate you. In Old World Blues, there's a lab you go into, and you read some stuff off of a computer, and this asshole made the Cazador. He invented the fucking Cazador. I'm like,
it's like, you son of a bitch.
Like,
I just start smashing
what
the
have
console.
you done? It's like, oh, why do they keep doing this to us? Just, oh man,
I was not in control of that
I'll
situation.
just jump in here with my Fallout 4 thing. The thing that made me cry laughing was the Queen Mire. When that thing came out of the water, I was like, give me my fat man. This is hilarious. Just
One shot.
because it's just like, what are you trying to accomplish with this giant crab?
And like,
Make a giant Cazador
Yeah.
next time. That's more effective.
like that would be so much because I like in Fallout 4, like for the most part, I thought all the enemies were just such pushovers.
Yeah, they were.
And in Fallout 3, either they were huge pushovers for the most part, or like
They were assholes who wouldn't die. It's like their health's just like going down like slowly, one bar at a time, and then you're just like, oh god.
and then they one shot you. But then like in New Vegas, if you die, but like in New Vegas, if you die,
Yeah.
it's like it's your own fault.
Yeah, oh for sure. You fell off that cliff.
If you walk into the wrong faction area and die, it's your own fault.
Yeah.
So it's just
Oh, okay. One other thing that I actually hate about New Vegas is whenever you're killing stuff and you're like, boom, you're dead. Boom, you're dead. Boom.
yes. Because then like you're like, wait, what just happened?
But then sometimes it glitches and just stays there for like 5 minutes, and you're just like, you can see your character in the background, and he's just sitting there, and he's like reloading his gun. He's like, and it's just
It's like he's just waiting.
when the gecko's body's just flailing around, and then it zooms back out, and it's like, and you're like, oh, finally, and then it goes back in,
Next time
and you didn't
kill.
even shoot anything. It's just back into slow mo, and you're like, what the? And then all of a sudden, it's because of like Veronica, because she's punching something 5 miles away, and it just goes slow mo, and then the camera just pans right over to her. Like you could be you could be like 5 miles away from Veronica, and she'll just be punching something, and then all of a sudden it just goes over to her. And it's like,
Did you
experience points?
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Did you find that in New Vegas that the companions were like way better?
In New Vegas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there were more than one.
And like to me, they're memorable. They have memorable side stories.
Yeah. Veronica's like my favorite because I'm always a gun user, so I want a melee user. And then Eddie's just a bonus because he's just like, he has his little war cry every time like an enemy's coming. He's like, dun, 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 dun.
See, I don't remember. I never used Eddie.
Yeah, I know lots of people I've talked to are like, where do you even get him? Like my brother was just like, I thought you got Eddie from Lonesome Road. And I'm like, no, you get him in Prim. He's like your first, you can literally just go get him right away. And my brother was like, I didn't know that. I thought you got him from Lonesome Road and you bring him back.
So which one's Eddie?
He's the flying Eyebot. He's the
Oh
on-play
yeah,
Eyebot.
duh. Okay, yeah, Edie.
It's Eddie.
Is it Eddie? I
Yeah.
always call it Edie.
Dude, no, that's
okay,
his
it's
name.
Eddie.
Like,
Okay,
have
I
you
got
played
you.
Lonesome Road?
Yeah,
It's all about him. Like it's
Yeah.
But you can actually start the quest beforehand because if you start playing with Eddie, he actually like has trigger words.
Why did I think it was Edie? I'm so stupid.
I don't know.
I apologize.
It's okay. Maybe you're thinking of Wally, like the robot. Wally. Eva. Edie. Yeah, no.
Edie. Anyway. But yeah, I love the Lonesome Road. Like that
Yeah.
whole thing felt, and the final battle in New Vegas to me, regardless of what faction you're on,
Yeah.
felt so huge and it felt so satisfying at the end.
Yeah.
Like obviously I'm on NCR, so for me,
I'm on my own team by that point
Yeah.
because I've
Well, of
killed all the
course.
other faction leaders, and I'm just like, bring it on, bitches. Dun, dun.
I'm on Team Cat.
And then it's just I pull out the anti-material rifle. Dun, 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 dun. Boom, boom, boom. Oh my god, no, please. To be continued. That's literally, I'm gonna literally just go home and play New Vegas tonight and just have that song just playing while I'm going around. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. As the slow-mo geckos flying. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. But no, the last battle's good. I like it if you're on like the NCR and you have to stop the president from getting assassinated. So
Yeah.
you have eyes on him, but you can assassinate him.
if you really want,
You're
can
just
kill
like,
him yourself.
yeah, just pull out the anti-material. Dun, dun.
Not again.
Not again.
Everyone's like, why are they singing this song? What is happening right now?
All right, I'll fill you in
Yeah,
on the
give a
Meat
quick-
Plaza really quick here. So one of my friends from work, her name's Hayden, and she shared this video on Facebook with me, and it's very popular, and lots of people have seen it. It's this guy, or I don't know, this person has made this video with their dog, and so it starts off with them on their Nintendo Switch creating a Mii that looks like their dog, and as it starts off, the Mii Plaza theme kicks in, and it's just this montage of this dog basically like barking
stuff,
to
yeah.
the song and like just goofing around. He's like ruff 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 and everything, and he's just this little Pomeranian fluffy white dog, and he's just so cute, and it's great because it literally like the whole video just makes you laugh the whole time, right?
It is really funny.
So yeah, like I don't even know what it's called, but yeah, if you see it, it's really good. But that's where it started, and so
Yeah.
and then at work now all we do is we just sing the Mii Plaza song because we work at the Plaza. So that's our theme song for the Plaza.
Yeah, that's why we've been doing it all
Dun,
podcasts.
dun, 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 dun. It's also our podcast theme song.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But so those are some reasons why we think that Fallout New Vegas is the best in the series. As to at least why it's our favorite.
Yeah.
Story,
Quests,
mechanics, quests,
everything about it.
characters,
Yeah.
guns. Pretty basic reasons I think everyone can agree
And
with.
it's just an overall well-rounded RPG. It's got its bugs, but hey, you know what? If a game doesn't have its like downfalls, then it's it's flawless, and it's probably the best game ever. Like Call of
Absolutely.
Duty Modern Warfare 3,
Oh,
and Call of Duty
absolutely.
Black Ops 2,
Absolutely.
and Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and Call
Hell
of
yeah.
Duty Infinite Warfare, and
I love paying a crap load of money for the same game.
yeah, me too. I love that, when games like that come out, you expect improvement, but they actually get worse somehow.
Yeah.
They make their games.
love that too.
Like, I don't understand how Pokemon could just be like, well, here's the same game, but better. And then Call of Duty's like, well, here's the same game, but we've actually screwed up everything. And now you can walk on walls.
Now we're actually going backwards and we're redoing the whole series
Guess
again.
what, guys? The next Call of Duty is going to be in 8-bit graphics. We're improving it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that they had to go back to World War II to try and reboot the series.
Well, actually, apparently, I'm going to say something about that. World War II, I'm not putting my hand down on that one. Like, I'm not touching that yet because I might pick it up
Yeah.
possibly around Christmas time.
Uh-huh.
Because I think they have gone back to a different kind of, what's the word I'm looking for?
What made Call of Duty great?
Yeah, like they've changed it. They've made it. They're not like following what the last like 6 have done. They're kind of like, okay, let's just take it back a little bit, So
I can appreciate that. It's just to me, the last 3 the last 3 fall games. The last 3 Call of Duty games I played, I was so disappointed.
Yeah, me too.
The fact that I'm dropping $80. Like I've sold them all. I returned them all. I was so disappointed.
Yeah, no, the last 3 I haven't touched any of them. So, well, okay, Black Ops 3 I had, but that's because my brother has it, and I just was like, oh, I'll try it.
Yeah. I appreciate
give
what
it
they
a
are,
go.
but
Yeah.
Just for me personally, I'd rather pay money for a game that I know is going to be, I'm going to really thoroughly enjoy it, and it's going to be different, and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are our opinions on what we love about Fallout New Vegas. Before we sign off here, I actually have a couple shout-outs.
Shoutouts initiating.
Before you do that, can I ask you something, TJ?
Absolutely. What is up?
Well, do you know the Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man?
The Muffin Man!
Who lives on Peary Lane?
Well, she's married to the Muffin Man.
She's married to the Muffin Man?
She's married to the Muffin Man! She's married to the
Muffin Man.
Oh, not the gumdrop buttons! That was something me and I...
Tell me, where are the others? Eat me!
You're a monster! No, I'm not a monster. You are. We were just quoting Shrek the other day. And it's just like...
Shouts to boy Izzy.
Yeah, Isaac just got me going because he said something about like he said like I can't even remember what he. Oh yeah, I was making a joke about the Muffin Man and he did.
He did that.
Like, yeah, not the gumdrop buttons.
Now tell me, where are the others? Eat me! I love that so much.
Yeah, I know. That whole conversation is just great. Well, she's married to the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man!
She's married to the Muffin Man.
And you feel like
Lord
he's gonna
Farquaad, we found it. Yeah, we know Shrek here.
Yeah, we know Shrek.
Some people listening to this may not even know what Shrek is.
Yeah, but
That's
you know what? Like, everybody likes parfait. You ever meet anyone say they don't like parfait? No way. Everybody loves parfait. Ogres are like parfait, eh? No! Ogres are not like parfait. Ogres are like onions. Oh, so you leave them out in the sun and they start sprouting little white hairs. No! Ogres have layers. Onions have layers. Ogres have layers. You get it. How about cake? Everybody loves cake. You know, cake has layers. No! I don't
know what's going on right now, but I'm enjoying it.
We're just having a good time. People are going to listen to this one day and go, oh, I remember that movie. It was really funny back in my day.
Back in my day.
It came out 10 years ago, Grandpa. I know.
It was my day.
All right.
Anyway, so yeah, couple shouts I want to give. I mean, shouts out to Izzy for being the best.
And to Hey Hey and Feli and De Silva.
And I guess Boystick,
Yeah,
Justin.
I guess.
Because I guess so. But the 2 main ones I want to give out is to actually our new buddy Josh from Still Loading Podcast. He had some really kind words for us on his he did like a little Thanksgiving. It was like a little 10-minute deal.
Oh, cool.
And he had some kind words for us. So thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
He has a great show. Actually, lately he's been doing like a 40 for 40. He's been covering a bunch of NES games.
Nice.
He just recently did a couple classics like DuckTales, Jeopardy, Jaws, and a personal favorite of mine, Ghosts and Goblins. So that's really cool. So definitely want to give him a thanks for what he did. That was very much appreciated. And I'm sure Kaz agrees that he appreciates the shout out.
I said I did, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, yeah.
You guys, he has a lot of cool stuff too. Like he's going to be in the new year. He's going to be jumping into like game history and all that kind of thing. So definitely check him out. Still Loading Pod on social media, and you can find him wherever you find your podcasts. And I want to give a quick shout out to Drinks with Larry podcast because they gave us a nice shout out in their most recent episode. Cool. A bunch of buddies who are some of them are comedians. They sit down and just shoot the shit. And it's a lot of fun. Really good podcast. So definitely check them out again wherever you find your podcasts. And be sure to check us out wherever you find your podcast and on social media. Of course, the 2 Guys in a Game on Facebook. Sorry, 2 Guys in a Game podcast on Facebook. 2 Guys in a Game podcast on Instagram. 2 Guys AA Game on Instagram. You can hit us up anytime by email at 2guysinagamePodcast@gmail.com. And you can listen to us literally wherever you listen to your podcasts. Because we are everywhere. We are taking over the gaming podcast world. Search hashtag Gaming Pod Squad on Twitter for some very cool podcasts out there. So, Kaz, anything you want to add?
Well, I just want to leave you all with the soothing sounds of...
Oh.
And flag for copyright.
And copyrights. Copyrights all around. Yeah.
Bum, bum, bum. Shout out to all my buds who are gonna hear this and they're gonna love it, and they're just gonna like, you know what this is. All right, let's do it up now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. The remix. Yeah.
Flag that, Nintendo.
Best part about this is so flagged right now. Just kidding.
All right. Well, that's the show. Tune in next week for another one, maybe.
So
who knows?
Who knows? Maybe we'll have to
maybe we'll get flagged for good. No, I'm just joking.
Have to stop doing the show. No, but seriously, everybody, thank you so much for checking out this podcast. Really appreciate it. Be sure to let us know what you think of our opinions on Fallout New Vegas, if it is the best in the series.
Yep.
I've been Hotter.
I am Kaz, and all I'm going to leave you with is do not drink a full Monster Energy drink and do a shot of Zambuca. It is not a good idea. And it wasn't me. I swear it's not me. I don't do that. I'm good. I'm clean. I'm clean, man. I don't even smoke or drink or anything.
Of course. So anyway.
Alrighty.
Thanks so much for listening, guys. And we'll catch you next time on Two Guys and a Game.